Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Taht, this is the name of our mosque. This is the name we decided to give the mosque. Taht is a very beautiful Arabic word. It literally means the under. The reason why we called the mosque Taht is because it's semi-sunken in the earth, and there is a lot of there are a lot of reasons for us to do that. It's because we faced many challenges for us to design the mosque. First of all, we had to respond to the context. We were given a very irregular shape site, and then even the building borderline was not aligned to the Qibla even. So we have to make the design iconic. At the same time, it should reflect Maldivian culture. It should also be sustainable, provide tranquility and a serene environment for the people who use it. At the same time, the space should be like a communal hub where people can gather, have communal programs. We also had to think of the capacity of the people who pray, the capacity for the library. The design should, we were asked many times for the design to be very permeable.
And Russia, HFA me divihim with some okay present Korea summer. The column for say have got a Kama Korea Gandam, Evis Master.
Because my team member cannot speak Divehi, so I would like to go forward with English. Is that okay?
Okay, Master. The column comfortable Gotaka, okay, present Koreas.
We had to respond to the shape of the fountain, and then as well as the Qibla. We had to sunk the building in the earth. For us, as the biggest problem is the land shortage. So we wanted to make the landscape bigger so that more people can use the land while the building footprint is more or less. So I will give to my husband and my teammate to go forward. Okay.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Ammar, and I am Aisha's husband. So I am also her team member. So as she said, Aisha, just now, that we had so many challenges that we had to face, and we had to bring all challenges and solve all of them in this one building design. So as she said, we had the problem of context. We have to respond to context. We have to make the building iconic, and it has to reflect the Maldivian culture. It has to be sustainable. It has to achieve tranquility, and it has to act as a public space, and it has to be it has to achieve a comfort, a human level. At the same time, the capacity of the prayers. At the same time, the design language must respond to the site. And we had to also respond to the existing fountain and respond to the boundary line and respond to the Qibla direction, all of these in one design. So these are the challenges that we are facing. We had to put in mind at first. So as you can see, the first picture of the mosque, the biggest iconic thing that we have is the roof. So this roof is just simply a reinterpretation of the Maldivian traditional roof. It is the Maldivian roof, but it's flipped upside down. So the idea of this roof is to create first a new language, and then second to provide, of course, more shading, and at the same time it acts as a water harvesting. So this is the iconic part this is the iconic idea that we have. So the second thing, as you can see, the shadow of the past. So the idea was to bring the traditional language of the mosque, but in a modern language. So you can see the use of timber, the use of thatch and coconut and palm tree all around the site. So these are the main Maldivian traditional materials that we try to employ in the design. So that's why we call it the shadow of the past to the present, of course. So this is, as you can see, the overall asymmetric view of the site. It responds to the site. It completes the circle of the whole landscape. It allows the pedestrian to come. It allows disabled to come on top of the roof. At the same time, the design itself is welcoming people around, and it responds to the fountain, and it's tranquil. So how did we start this design? Actually, we start the whole design by identifying one of the biggest issue in Maldives, like how Aisha just explained right now. So Aisha said that we should consider this issue as one of the main issues, that there is an increasement in the population. At the same time, there is land shortage in Maldives. So in return to that, we had to find a concept that can be inspired from this issue. As you can see, according to the United Nations population, there will be 1 million people. At the same time, we know that there is land shortage in Maldives, even though it was resolved somehow by creating Holomale, but somehow it is considered there is a land shortage in Maldives, according to the Ministry of National Planning. So what did we do? What was the solution? So the solution was with the Taht. As you can see, Taht we decided to have this concept, which is called Taht. And this concept can, the meaning of Taht is literally the under, and this concept is inspired from maximizing the usage of land. And then it also creates a tranquil environment because it's underground. So how did we develop this concept? How did we translate the Taht into a form? So this is the process of the design. First, this is the site. And then this is the border line of the site. And then this is the Qibla direction of the site. And then this is the existing fountain. So these are all existing things. We started by offsetting the lines from the fountain. And then we use those axles to shape the form of the building. And then we push into under, so it becomes Taht, which is under. And then this is the circle, the form of the building was developed based on the site language. So the language of the form is inspired from the site and the fountain. And then we allowed for people to walk. So if you can see here, permeability, people can simply cross the site from all directions. They can go on top of the roof and go down from the other areas. So it is very pedestrian friendly design. And then the minarets, we employed it and we used it as a wind catchers to maximize and improve the comfort level and the temperature in the mosque. There is so many case studies that people have used the wind catcher, even though it is a new, maybe a new culture to do this, but there is so many case studies that proves the effectiveness of using wind catcher, of using minaret as a wind catcher. So if we come to the building design, this is the building. As you can see, it is semi-sunken, semi-under, and this is the traditional flipped roof that I explained just now. And the other side of the building is this library. The library is also sunken, and there is a huge staircase, but then even though the staircase is huge, but it's designed in a way that people can enjoy it. It is not a very tight, long walk, but it's a walk that people can enjoy. And at the same time, there is disabled accessibility. If you can see this, if you can see at this place here, see, even disabled people can use it to go down. It is basically for everyone to be used. It's long staircase, but it is comfortable and enjoyable. And at the same time here also, It is space for them to go as the ramp. Usually the standard ratio for the ramp is 1 to 12 meter, but this ramp is 1 to 16. So it is more than easy for everyone to walk in it, to use the wheelchair. And it can also be, this entrance can act as an iconic entrance. People can take pictures, they can share, it can reflect Maldivian culture through the materials, through the form. The form is very expressive and welcoming. An isometric view of the mosque. I think I just show it. So this is basically the floor plan of the mosque. As you can see, pedestrians can go from here. It's very welcoming for the pedestrian. And it is also connecting this bridge. And it connects it to the roof of the building. And at the same time, people can just simply walk into the library, and they can also walk up here. And also people, they can drop off. When they drop off here, it's very near to the prayer area they can go. And then the other drop off here is also very near. They can just drop off and go to the prayer area. And then they have a huge pond in front that can help in tranquility, and it can help in temperature. It can act as a passive cooling system. So this is the mosque, and this is the library in general. So yeah, so this entrance is also designed specially for the women's. So the women's, they can stay up. They have an upper level, and this is the main prayer area, enclosed space. So I can zoom in maybe here. There is an enclosed space. This enclosed space will use, this is the only space that we are going to use aircon in it. And the aircon system is, we are using VRV, because VRV system is going to save energy, because it has a sensor that it can automatically shut down, and also it uses less energy. So we minimize the use of aircon, and we also choose the best aircon system to fit with this sustainable design. So this is the roof. You can see there is also here landscape design, and it also attracts people from here. People can just simply walk from the park to this side, and they can walk from this side. They can walk. Basically, it attracts everyone from around, because this is a walkable place. So we try to our best to design it from all sides to attract pedestrians into the mosque and into the library and into the whole landscape.
Okay. Adugan mi back kuda koddi vehin explain kolla dena ingeto. Adugan men bonindo tahtaki ani building ge ebba bimuge adiya la fennetike ega astu warabbodu sababen inde ingeto astu miha namada kurairu namada farwa teriwaru bara undagumane adugada vejjayamu hoonu gada vejjayamu ekahala ekal beru anna ekahala postako miha ge ka khushuwa undaguwagu pane emma adugan men kurikamaki ani adiya building lafa era washagen anna adu wara boda madu kollane
15 minutes reminder, then we can back 5 minutes anything.
Okay, so for the structure system, we just simply use this flat slab system, because we try to create more flexibility in the layout of the mosque. So the details explain all about the structure system here. It shows the arrangement of columns. It shows the arrangement of all the trusses and the structure system, the details, and we showed some existing studies here about the material and how can we bend this material into the roof. And this is also an isometric detail section. And then for the building services, we also employed natural ventilation as to cool down the building. There is a cross ventilation in the prayer area, and there is also stack effect. See the stack effect it works like it comes from the lake side and go out from here. And then from this side also, it shows how the pool cool down the temperature. And also the biggest idea we have is this minaret acts as a wind catching system. And then again, the VRV system is only used for this sprayer area. And then we also show how we arrange the fan system. We arrange them in a nice, beautiful way around the columns. And then we also arranged this lighting systems, and we selected the types, and we found the suppliers. At the same time, also the way we integrated the natural lighting, it was not just simply natural lighting, but we integrated the natural lighting in a way that creates focus towards the Qibla direction. So the only light comes is from the front side of the mosque that will create sense of focus towards the Qibla of the mosque. And at the same time, we made it a dim. So this dim effect makes the space more tranquil, according to many research. And the roof also is a harvesting system. The water will be collected from the roof, and then it will be discharged to this lake. This lake acts as a tank storage. After that, it goes to the filtration room, and then it can be refiltered and pumped up to be reused for wudu or other things. So one of the biggest idea in this mosque is that it is also designed in a tranquil concept. So how did we achieve tranquility in this place? So we did a deep study on how to design a tranquil place, and we summarized all this in these strategies. So number one, the biggest element that can help in creating a tranquil space is the integration of water element. So we integrated the water element. Okay, we integrated the water element in two ways, in a way that we can hear the sound, and also we can see it. The sound comes from the water falling from this side. If you can see, there is a water falling from this side. And also we improved the noise level by creating a sunken prayer area. And the green roof is going to improve the noise system, as we know that there is bikes all around and we need a tranquil space to pray. So the noise level. And then also the water, we have a waterfall there, a water wall. This water wall can mask the noise. When there is a noise outside, it can help to mask the noise. So we put the water, we improve the noise level, and then the integration of natural light. The way we put the natural light, we just allow it to enter the hall only from the front, so that we can have a dim effect. So this dim effect will create a tranquil space according to many case studies and according to many research. At the same time, we also improve the temperature, because the temperature is one of the aspects that will help in tranquility. How did we improve it? We allowed to cross ventilation, we allowed stack ventilation, and also we allowed this minaret to be used as wind catcher to improve the thermal comfort and the temperature in generally. And at the same time, we also used the scale to create various emotions for the prayer, for the people when they walk in. So they have different scale here, one scale, and they have another scale, and then there is a third scale, and then the